What's going on? We've got some beautiful weather here across the 757 for really the rest of the week. It was wonderful this weekend. It's going to get reinforced, or that cool October air is going to get reinforced here. We're barely going to be at 70 for the day tomorrow, and that's more indicative of late October, early November. So nice little blast of some cool, refreshing air on the way for us starting tonight with the cool front dropping in the region. Big waves have been moving into our coastline here from once was Hurricane Isaac, way offshore. That's actually fallen apart, but those waves have finally made it to the coastline. They're going to continue to be elevated through the next 2 to 3 days. So keep that in mind if you're trying to paddle out, or maybe you're looking take a quick little dip in the ocean. There's an elevated risk of rip currents here. We have some passing clouds through the rest of our afternoon and evening because of the front that's on the way. We don't expect big rain from said front. The satellite and radar picture is seeing a few of those clouds drift across the region here. Really, we're just reinforcing this cool air that's way up towards the north and the west. It's dry air, so it really brings in some more sunshine. And Tuesday is going to be a beautiful day. And that's just an appetizer for what we've got for the rest of the week. Starting in the 50s and 60s in the morning, topping out in the afternoon, upper 60s to near 70 degrees. Cool, refreshing, and bright with a lot of sunshine. But that cool air behind the front is really going to settle in. So Tuesday night to Wednesday morning, maybe a little bit on the brisk side. We've got temperatures in the 40s for most of our inland locations, low 50s around the waterways, around 60 for Norfolk. So very refreshing coming up on Wednesday morning. And that's pretty much the trend for the rest of the week. Cool, comfortable afternoons, cool, refreshing mornings, and zero humidity to worry about. It is bottom of the scale, as it's going to feel more like late October and early November. Now, that front that's moving in tonight, the big area high pressure, giving us this beautiful forecast, is also really helping us out with the activity that's going on in the tropics. There's a lot going on with Leslie out in the Atlantic, and now the major hurricane Milton in the Gulf of Mexico. This thing went from a tropical storm to a major hurricane in a day. So some scary stuff on the way for Florida, but we don't have anything to worry about in the tropics, as Leslie is going to make a sharp beeline or a sharp right-hand turn by the end of the week and into the weekend, because it's bumping into the front that's on the way. By the end of the week, the front that brings us to fall weather is way out in the Atlantic. It kind of acts as a bit of a shield in a way. And it also is going to keep Milton to our south and is going to shield the majority of the eastern United States from any sort of impact from Hurricane Milton. This is really Florida storm, as it's forecasted to make landfall somewhere around Tampa as a major hurricane Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. So some scary stuff down that way with a 5 to 10 plus foot storm surge expected on that Gulf Coast of Florida. And then you're talking maybe 10 plus inches of rainfall in a couple spots. Bringing it back to the fall cold front that brings us the nice weather and that area high pressure. This is tomorrow afternoon. Notice how there's no rain anywhere underneath this area high pressure. This is a big shield that really is keeping Milton to our south and keeping the majority of the U.S. dry outside of Florida as this thing makes that path towards the Tampa Bay area by about midweek or so. So as Milton stays to our south, our 7-day forecast really unchanged in a way by day-to-day standards. We're looking at a lot of sunshine every single day. We're looking at highs in the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. The only thing we may see from Milton are a few extra passing clouds Thursday and Friday, maybe a shower or two for the Outer Banks. But otherwise, we're looking really dry this week, feeling really, really fall-like with those cool mornings in the 40s and 50s and refreshing afternoons.